Happy freaking Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
It's okay. Hi, friend. Hi, my friends. Oh my God,
Hello.
Rob's here. Rob, are you awake?
Hey, Robbo. Sorry we're late, you guys. We got into a conversation because I investigated the historic Ruffin Theater in Covington, Texas
Tennessee.
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 There we go.
It's
Let's get that.
okay.
Covington, Tennessee. Let's get it straight. Woo, you can tell I'm still tired.
Yeah.
But let me tell you this place, it's only been ghost investigated probably a handful of times, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So
They
they're
were
looking
having
for
some
fresh meat.
activity. Yeah, they were having some activity, so the owners called us and said, "Go for it."
Yeah.
So we're like, "Okay, we're on it. We're on it."
Yeah, definitely.
And Randy, I got to tell you this because this made me giggle. That they
Oh,
do their own rendition of Rocky Horror Picture Show every year live.
beautiful. Perfect. So what? Now we're on my channel, so you could actually kind of halfway cuss. So what do we say when we say Brad?
I can't say it. You just go ahead.
Yeah. Brad, asshole. Come
I
on.
can't say
Brad,
it.
asshole. Janet, slut. Come on, let's get it right. You got to get it.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it is the Rocky Horror Picture
Yeah.
Show, and they do say that. But I thought you would enjoy that.
Yes.
That they do a live
Yeah. So
rendition of it every year. So I mean,
that's
I thought
great.
it was just super cool. And it was really strange. I have got mounds of evidence that I need to sift through, but we have
Good.
decided that we're going to probably do this not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're going to reveal everything we found. We're going to get another investigator or two that was there with us so we can talk with them, so we can go through all
Yep.
the evidence. And I mean, it's going to be a great show. So check
Yeah.
that out on Paranormal Show and Tell, in a week and a half,
Yep.
and it's just going to be a lot of fun. It was just a place that I wasn't expecting a lot, and within the 10 minutes, I got more than I bargained for. The first
Yeah.
10 minutes,
That's
yeah,
the best ones that you don't expect, and here they come.
yeah,
It's always
because
the
the
one that keeps
history,
coming back.
the history on it is cool. All the stuff that's still available for you to get into is still cool. So,
Oh yeah. I
I
mean,
love
come
it.
on. Nemo got that
I,
right. They call me Wendell.
they call me Wendell. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a forgotten little gem.
As a note, Brandon says hi. Hi, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon. Yeah, it's a forgotten little gem. And
Yeah.
again, with these historical places, especially if they're privately owned,
Oh
we're
yeah.
not only trying to keep the lights on, we're trying to keep it intact. So,
Yeah.
the more we get into this, we're going to see how much we can help them out. And yeah,
Well,
it's gonna be
and
great.
that's how. And I know I talk about Mineola a lot, but that theater there, I fell into that. I went with Tex and Jason and everybody to that traveling uh, Bigfoot Roadshow thing that did a little
Yes,
thing in Mineola. The week
yes,
before is when they had their Paracon. I didn't know anything about it at that time, but as it's hot, it's like late April. It's hot. We're walking around. I get into that theater and I sit down for one of the other a gentleman named George Jones is giving his little spiel, and I'd never heard of him before, never thought about it, but he's local. In fact,
right.
he owns and runs the theater, owns and runs the annex across the street. He owns everything around there. I guess the theater is also now part of a historical society, which they have a board of directors and all this other stuff too. But as I'm sitting there trying to cool off, me and this one lady that's part of the Mesquite BFRO, if you want to call it that, because that's she does her own little thing. We're sitting there, we go inside, we're like, we get to cool off, and up in the balcony, we have this little girl named Abigail likes to show up every so often. Like, did I hear a ghost story? And
Right.
I was done. You couldn't have taken me anywhere else. I was stuck in that theater, and every time I go back, I do some investigating there. So,
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, I have a real soft spot for theaters too. I don't know
yeah,
why.
uh,
It's just I thoroughly enjoy theaters. I really, really
yeah,
do.
it's
You know,
because
be-
you know the people were happy there. You
Yeah,
know
they
they
were
were.
happy, or depending on the story or the play, they might have been
Mhm.
sad. I mean, there were so many emotions running through these historic buildings,
Oh, yeah.
um, where these theater troops would come in and perform,
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh my god,
Mhm.
wow, just wow. And I was so fascinated by this place last night. I couldn't stay, as long as I'd want to, or I'd have been there till like 5 a.m. this morning.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, I had to come home. But I'm telling you what, though, this is probably a worthwhile adventure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Trying to help them out and do the best we can.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, the little ones, I don't have a problem going in. Now, the bigger ones, they're gonna get everybody and their dog coming in there, obviously. But the smaller ones that aren't as well known, they're the ones that while I would hope they
Hmm.
wouldn't become some of the other ones, but they still need help to make sure that the lights stay on. They pay their stuff, and if they want to renovate, they want to stage, they want to do some stuff, fine, so be it. So it is what it
Yeah,
is as far as that goes. If it
yeah,
helps for the activity, I got no problem with it.
yeah.
So
Exactly. But like we did have some activity. Again, in locations that are not investigated a lot.
yeah.
There is still a lot of teaching and learning and things like that. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So once I sift through that, we'll go through it. We'll see,
Yeah, definitely.
what we're going to come up with. And uh, I want to say there may be just a hair of poltergeist activity going on.
Really, you got had some movement stuff going on.
Oh yeah, we caught it and we heard it and we have no idea where it came from.
Really,
Oh yeah,
that's
oh yeah.
wild.
So, it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna unravel that, in a week and a half.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was getting the because before we get into Red Circle, Pops
Uh-oh.
Gary Senior, he sent me a picture a little bit back. I could swore I seen this picture before or seen something like it before out there. And he
Mhm.
says he took this picture when they were I guess we are at a Dogman Ranch. I'm not for sure. He'll
Okay.
he'll correct he'll correct me in a minute, but uh he's taking pictures of the moonlight coming through these trees, coming into the trees. Now, I'm gonna bring this up, let you look at it because I want your opinion on it. Because I told him I said I see a lot of motion blur, obviously. Uh and I said I see the trees through here. But then it just goes
Yeah.
black. It just goes black down here, obviously. Now, this right here, I don't know if I can explain that yet. I don't know it yet. Yeah, he says, yep, it was a Dogman Ranch.
Okay, we're talking about the red.
Yeah, the orange, red lines, whatever you want to call them
Yeah.
right there. Yeah, I thought, looked at them. The minute I looked at them, I thought of them as a light, a capture of light that blurred along with the other spots. As you can see, the trees kind of blur up here in the upper boughs, and it kind of trickles through. See, and see how this
Okay.
part here trickles through basically is the same shape as what you're getting on the red light.
Okay. Also, Gary, can you answer me this? Were you anywhere near a campfire?
Standing next to Texas truck.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'll have to look at that more. This is a hard one because there's nothing clear to
Mhm.
focus in on. This is all, it's all real blurred except for the
Nope.
lines.
Campfire behind him. Okay. So, but was now here's the other question: was Texas truck tailgate or anything in view when you were taking the picture in the frame?
Yeah, because I mean, other than the lines, I really can't see what I'm looking at.
Yeah, because that looks like a light blur. You know what I mean?
And
The
I've had this
motion,
happen, and now I'm just gonna tell you, I've had this happen, and it was a blur from a piece of like a fire spark off a
an ember,
campfire.
an ember
Yes, like
type
a
thing.
little ember. And I caught that, and it was just a little slight movement of my hand, which created that. And I'm not saying this is because these are like perfect lines, but
Yeah,
it also looks like a handshake. Like when you're
yeah,
holding the camera and you just move ever so slightly, you can create
yeah.
this. But the other thing that um, I'm looking at is that the thing that is directly to the left of it,
Hmm. The white.
It almost is like a mimic of it, like it's a drawing of it.
Exactly. That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking too.
Yeah. So this is where I'm like, okay, now we really need to look at it.
Yeah, because I cannot. Obviously, I don't even know. I have not lightened it. I have not tried to look at anything light by lighting it because I'm afraid to really. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to just so I can see if I can figure out what this part is because, like I said, you could definitely see trees here, but it's blurred up top, and then it gets down here, and I can't tell if this is where brush is at or something, and it just goes completely dark, except
Yeah.
for that.
Man. Yeah, this is where night vision comes in handy. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to.
I love my night vision. Okay. We're gonna have to look at that a little bit more
Yeah.
because I can't tell you just by looking at it. I mean, it looks weird. I mean, I can tell you some things that could have caused it.
Yeah.
I can tell you, that it kind of looks like whatever's in that background part there. It's kind of
Hmm.
mimicking the shape of it.
Yep.
Let me look into that, Gary, because it is interesting. Because
Yeah.
whatever you're caught, I don't even know how,
Yeah. See, he said the same thing. I thought maybe not necessarily a light, but just a reflection. And as the hand is moving or whatever, as you're taking the picture,
Yeah.
that little bit
Because
of light could blur.
because if it is not sitting on a tripod, we're moving, everyone.
Yeah. Period.
And I tell everybody we're made of vibration. We vibrate. So we
Hmm.
cannot stand perfectly still without moving.
No.
Even if it's ever so slight and maybe you can't see it, but we are moving.
One hundred
Um,
percent.
um, yeah, let me look at that, Gary, because that is interesting. Because
Yep.
even if it is an ember, okay, just say it's an ember. What is the thing in the background and why does it look so much like the same thing?
That's where I got away from Ember as well. I thought Ember at first, but still, even with that, moving a hand in Ember, you've got two perfect lines, which would mean an
Yeah,
Ember would have to be reflecting off of something.
yeah. But we're gonna have to look into that because I can't tell you. This is one of the more difficult ones to
Mm-hmm.
try and debunk because we don't have much to go on.
No, and I don't know if I could debunk it either way. Honestly, it'd be
I
a
don't I
fight.
don't I
So
don't know either, a logical cause for that. Just
yeah,
because like I said, we don't have anything to look at other than blur and the red marks. So,
one
but
hundred
we'll do
percent.
our best and we'll take a look at it and see what's going on because
All
it
right,
is interesting.
now I got to go all the way back to the other side and get back to where I started at. All right, now here we go. Did you take your red circle ointment before you got
Did
on
I
here?
do what?
Take your red circle ointment. So that way when you get hit by these red circles, you don't swell up.
That's why I have my hat
Okay, there
that
you go.
deflects all red circles. Everyone, I'm ready.
Okay,
I'm
now
ready.
here comes the first one. I'll give you one
Okay.
guess right off the bat where it's at.
No,
Where's it at?
it's all the way in the back.
No,
In
no,
a itty bitty
no.
bitty. Yep,
I'm not
there it
meaning
is.
that. I mean, where's this picture taken from?
I don't know.
Look real close at the stuff here in the foreground. This stuff here.
Do you know how much walking and stuff I do?
How many
I can't
places? Well,
tell
you
by
ain't been
just
there. So.
that. That's kind of like
Okay.
a cheap thing.
It's Gettysburg.
Oh. Well,
Gettysburg.
I've been to Civil War sites. This is not fair. Because
Well,
this could have
that's the
been
only one.
anywhere.
I haven't been able to get anything from any other Civil War site yet. So we're going with Gettysburg every time. All right.
Okay,
Here's
so I've
this
noticed
is
that the
go
little
ahead.
itty bitty circle in the back.
Yeah, and they didn't do that. I did it just cause. I mean, even without it, you'd have saw it anyway. So,
Yeah, I mean
but
it's yeah, okay.
so Gettysburg, October 18th of 2025 is when this is supposedly taken. There were no people in the field. My niece took this photo on on our private tour. Addendum: it's not AI. It's not an old photo. It's not a scarecrow. Could be a leaf. I don't know. I don't know what the parallel lines are, but they aren't vehicle tracks. They go low over a stone wall, and as you're looking at them, she's talking about this right here. Looks like somebody plowed through that sucker. You see it?
Yeah.
Just okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we do have vehicles, utility vehicles. We have little fun buggies, all kinds
Yeah,
of stuff that can do that.
yeah. Did that happen here? I don't know because,
I've
quite
seen
frankly,
Jeeps climb almost walls that are straight up.
I don't think that's a
That
wall. I think that's a mound of dirt.
I
Is
think
what I
it is
think that
like,
is,
yeah, dirt. That's what it looks like to be dirt.
and that very well could be. But it's just funny how it's just right here, right in line with him. Okay, he, she, it, whatever that is out there. Okay, does say right here. And she says, they go over the stone wall, a lone stone wall. That's not stone. I'll tell you that right now. In the
Dirt.
foreground, if you follow them up the large photo, you can see them go over the figure, over the figure. So they're saying it goes over, which it does, as you can see, it kind of goes out there,
Okay.
which
Okay.
tells me that we've got a light anomaly of some sort here.
I'm already seeing that this thing back there
Yeah,
is way too big.
yeah, I think so too. Here's the last part of it because this lady put it out on one of the Facebook pages. It says, "Thanks you to the vast majority of the kind people. For the few that chose to be hateful, I hope you find a little bit of joy in your miserable life. Therefore, I like the woman already." Okay, but hey, Meta, I'm just an old lady with no famous relations, artists, or otherwise. She left it with a
Yeah.
little laughing thing. So I'm like, okay, the lady's taking it or tongue in cheek type thing. But the more I look at this, if you back up, that silhouette, shall we say, that you're seeing there, it's the exact same color as this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Could it easily be just a fallen leaf as it comes across?
Mm. That's
And
kind of what it looks like to me, a leaf falling off the tree.
it just come off because it's right below here, and you see there's some on the edge of this branch, right, this part of the branch down here. It's right underneath this little twig. Okay, so as I go to the next one, they kind of zoom in a little bit more. Now, as you go into this, now you see this thing is closer than what it appeared in the first one. That's what made me start leading more toward the leaf theory.
Yeah,
Because
I think it's a leaf that
yeah,
they just caught falling. You
it just
know, it was
happened
like,
right then.
yeah, a perfectly timed picture. Like it just,
Yeah, because I mean, the more they zoom in, the more it looks like. See, this is definitely at the same distance as what that branch is
right.
to me. So, once again, Nemo said it best: pareidolia is a hell of a drug. Yeah, I mean, it's not that she didn't mean it. She didn't say it was something. She said it could be a leaf. But I'm with you. I've got
Right.
to redo my hat, but still, it's I get sat on yesterday by accident. So.
Right. Right. But yeah, but that's what I think it is. I think it is part of the tree and not the background because that's,
Yeah.
like I said, that was awfully big for it to be like somebody
Hmm.
standing out there, even an apparition.
Yeah. I mean, just coming back to the original photo. I mean, that's from that distance. That's a big apparition slash person
Right.
slash whatever.
Right.
So yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately that's a no go for me.
I'm not
Uh,
saving my brain cells. She didn't know what it was. I'm telling you, it's probably a
Yeah,
leaf or something from the tree.
mm, most likely. So
I'm not.
and the only reason I say that is because it's the exact same color as the leaves in this
Yeah,
picture.
I'm leaving my hat on.
Yeah. All right. So we will go to the next one then, since couldn't get you on that one. These next two, I had a memory pop up on my Facebook. Thought of why not have a closer look at these pictures? Well, first of all, memories come up on mine. I usually just X them and say leave me alone. But
Right.
they figured they'd look closer at the picture because this group, I just wondered if anyone else sees a face in the circle I looked at. And okay, I didn't have to do these were the only ones I had to do red circles on. Okay, everything else got a circle of some sort. So here we go. Here's what she put on there, and then I'll show you the one that one of the commenters did after they used a filter and as well as made it darker so you could see it clearer. and I will zoom in. Do you see a face?
Nope.
Do you see anything?
If I see anything, it would be an apparition looking like woman in the background walking across that thing.
This right here.
Yes.
And I have a feeling that's probably another headstone back there.
Yeah, that would be my only thing that I would say. Look
That's
at
got to
that.
be what
What
they're
is that?
talking about. It's got to
Yeah.
be what they're talking about, right? Well, when you look at the one that darkened it,
No, they're circling all that thing there. They're like
right here, I think, right?
Yeah, they're like right in this.
Well, then that would just be ornament on the actual the grave right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first. I can't even call this pareidolia because I can't see anything that would remotely look like a face
No.
in the circle.
I don't. The closest thing is what we talked about up here. But as far as the face, no. And that person that did this enhancement said, look, I saved the photo and used the filter as well as made it darker. You can see him more clearly. Zoom in to see it better. Zoom in to see what better? That you had done this? Or are you talking about this? They still haven't talked about it. Now this could be a maybe Cookie Monster on steroids or something right there. I don't know. This part right here is the only thing that I can figure that they're talking about darkening.
I can't see a face.
There's no face. There's nothing there. There's for family crest, whatever you want to call it.
That circle encompasses pretty much the whole middle of the picture.
Yeah, and you can see they did their little enhancement in this entire area. See how the blocking of it right here is?
Yeah.
They're trying to pull a face out of this, is what they're trying to do.
I'm glad I got my hat on.
Yeah, because this one hurt.
I'm just gonna sit here and drink this.
Well, wait a second. I got Dr. Pepper for you to help. I'm not even drinking beer. What does that tell you?
I have my coffee. It's a little chilly. All right.
Ain't done it. I was out short sleeves earlier.
It's it's about 39 right now.
I don't even know what it is here. I know it's in the 50s though.
Look, anyway. This is the better picture. I mean, is it the one you just showed or the one on my shirt? It's the one on my shirt. Just saying.
I'm not commenting on that one.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that, okay? Anyway.
Bigfoot.
Okay. This one ought to get you too. You're going to love this one. Me and my friends. Friends is spelled Friends, by the way. And went to an abandoned house in some woods near us. And we kept hearing sticks snap behind us. So I snapped one pic with a flash and one without. After reviewing the pictures when I got home, I saw this. Looks like a zombie.
Oh no.
Okay, this is the one without a flash, obviously.
Obviously.
I didn't want to put any red circles because if you can't see that, you need help. Okay. I don't see what the heck they're talking about at all, other than just some reflections of light. No flash.
I don't know zombie. I've never seen a real zombie. I can't tell you what they look like.
Well, they don't look like Walking Dead. I'll tell you that.
Shows they don't look like that.
Yeah, this one, like I said, it hurts my brain. Okay, it hurts my brain because here's the one that was supposedly of the same area, right behind it with a flash.
What?
Thank you. That's what I said. What? What are we seeing?
My hat is saying no more.
Yeah.
No more. It's working too hard.
It's in full blown reflective mode, isn't it?
You can't even you see anything.
No, there's nothing there. There's literally nothing there.
So
there's a tree.
this could be reminiscent of what we hear in the woods at nighttime. Could be a raccoon, possum, even impossible squirrels. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, come on.
I mean, 'cause looking at this thing here, I mean, I'm kind of with Nemo. It's closer to fireworks than it is anything else. But I'm betting money it's a reflection of something off of that tree or several of the trees out there. But there's no way that picture is of the same place as that picture.
No, no, no.
Now, you see over here, you see what looked like might be a little bit of a shine right here. This I could see him doing it. You know what I mean? This might give that reflection aura.
But if you're not using, okay, if you're not using night vision,
Yeah,
what is the sense of taking a picture
can't
with
tell you that.
no flash?
Cannot tell you that.
Greg Ogle says,
Greg
"Yep,
Ogles,
that's a zombie." He said, "Yep, that's a
100%.
zombie, one hundred
It's a
percent."
zombie.
Yeah. Um,
Oh my goodness gracious! I don't know.
if
Whoever
you're
came up with the
not
name
using,
zombie should be suing everybody for daggum royalties.
if you're not using night vision, everybody, your picture's gonna just turn out black.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and a little bit of light coming through them doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, well, I know.
Yeah. So Nemo, 100%. Some people should just have their cameras taken away, and I can think of two people on TV that need to have it done. But that's just me.
Yeah, that's all I got for you on that one.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird one. But anyway, all right.
What
So
not to do, what not to do in the woods. Okay, that was your
so
lesson. Everybody got their lesson today.
yeah, because after you take that, your night vision's gone. You're gonna be screwed for a little while.
Yeah.
So,
And then we all and the bad thing is that we all know what happens when you use flash in the dark.
yep, yep,
You
100%.
can't see.
Okay, so here we go with this one now. We got not sure what this blue thing is above us. Thought it would look like a face and shoulders. Not too sure though. THO, by the way. We were ghost hunting at an old cemetery in Michigan. This is the only thing we captured that night, but kind of weird. Yeah, I left mine on too. We know what that is immediately. Look at the direction of the lights.
Yeah, it's
Look,
just a glare.
it's coming off of their lights, their faces
Yeah,
reflecting up there.
it's a glare.
That's where it catches it. Yeah,
But cool picture nonetheless. Love it.
yeah. I had to get their faces out of it, but I was like, yeah, no,
No,
no.
it's a cool picture. I love the picture of the cemetery
I
sign.
like it. Yeah, this is what's cool, and that one freestanding branch right there.
Yeah, pretty
Now
cool.
that's the start of a great horror movie right there.
Yeah, isn't it? It's
You
like
need
we
to
could.
see,
I wonder if we could write a great movie just off some of these pictures because
oh
we
yeah,
could like of all the things we don't see, we'll make a horror flick about it. You know what I mean?
yeah, no kidding. And tell these
Yeah,
guys to go run behind the chainsaw garage, and hide, please, because
yeah,
I don't have to worry about them no more then.
yeah. I don't know, but I do love it when they don't know and they do
Yeah,
ask us, "Hey,
yeah,
what could this be?" But we have so many people putting it out there as if, in fact, they have caught something on the paranormal or cryptid realm, and
yeah.
it is nothing of the sort.
See, and you're nicer than me.
Three
You took your
pictures,
hat off.
3 pictures, people, 3 pictures.
Oh well, you don't even know the best of it yet. Okay,
Oh
this
no.
one I got really. I almost wanted to actually answer these people and just tell them, "Would you please take this down because you're stupid," type thing.
Well, you
But
can't really say that. That's not nice.
when have you ever known me to be nice? First of
Never.
all, okay then. But I'm gonna put this one up first. Okay, it's several pictures. I mean, but I kept a couple of them out that didn't need to really be. They didn't mean nothing to it. So they made a trip to Buffalo Trace Distillery in Kentucky in 21. Now
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all, this was one of the hardest reading descriptions out there, okay, because of how these people wrote this, and it reeks of AI, okay. All right, so which in 21 now it says in Kentucky in 21. Here, I am going to just take this and put this into the chat to see if I can get you guys to see it. So
I'm thinking maybe you should like take that picture and put it up there also and go,
okay, there's the two. That is exactly it's three actual how long it went. It's three actual messages there, okay? And this is how I had to read this now, mind you. So, without further ado, I'll try and figure this out as I go. They went. I'm guessing they went in 21, not 21 inches, and which is known to be haunted. Me and my wife are just going through some pictures from our trip, and this turns up. We were baffled as to why we didn't see this before. We left our ghost tour through the distillery. My wife wanted a picture of the building, and this is what she captured. Okay, now as we go through these pictures, there's the roll of honor, the distillery. There's a picture of the distillery, more of the distillery outside, more of the distillery outside. And then we get to this. This is their photo they're worried about. What do you see that's obvious about this picture versus the other ones as far as that distillery goes?
well, the lights are on.
Well, and it's not the same building.
Right.
I mean, that's the distillery.
This is a
That's supposed
warehouse
to
of
be,
some sort. And all
yeah.
the lights are on. Okay, all the lights are on.
Yep. And there's somebody right there.
And there's
They're
somebody
saying
right
that
there.
person is, yeah. So,
okay, all right. You're making my brain hurt.
I told you,
Okay,
you didn't have to,
ladies and
you didn't have to
gentlemen,
read it.
they do have nighttime security guards when they are closed down. Why? Because there's people out there that will try to break in and get some free alcohol. They
Oh, in a
have to
heartbeat.
have nighttime security. This looks like where their people work and come out of for their security
Yeah.
detail. It is not the distillery.
I don't think it is. I mean, it's a
It
totally
looks
different.
like their offices in there from looking through the windows because I see cabinets, like nice little cabinets and stuff.
Yeah, like
And
over here
right.
down the hallway.
So yeah.
But I don't
So
think this. I think it's an open warehouse though, because I don't think this is just upstairs, not upstairs or anything. It's just a higher window. I think it's one big giant open bay.
it like I said, it could be where their offices are located and where, the nighttime security comes out of. And like I
Yeah.
said, that's probably
Somebody standing in front of the door. That's it.
somebody standing in front of the door because they
Looks like
got
you
to
might
have
even have a
somebody
beard.
there. They're not going to let you run the whole distillery all by yourselves. Okay.
But once again, here's my biggest issue with this now. This has been the picture you've been taking all day of this distillery. This is what you took of the distillery. There is no other area around this that you're showing me that even looks like maybe this one right here, this back here, but we don't even know if that's part of the distillery. And it doesn't have the same size as this does. I think this is a totally different area.
I told you what it is. It looks
No,
like
I'm just saying
their office area. That is
I'm saying it's
not
not
the
part of the
distillery.
distillery at all. I think it's a
It
totally
could
different
be.
location.
I think it's on the same premises. It's just a different building.
Think so?
Yes.
It just confounds me because this is the only one at night as well.
Like I said, I believe it's still on premises. It's just their offices and things like that. If they're running tours, these people need to, meet somewhere. They have offices. This is what they
Yeah,
do. I
and that's
bet you
all
they're
fine
all
and
in
dandy.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just personally, yeah, you may think it's on site. I think it's complete hogwash, one way or the other. Because like I said, it reeked of AI from the get go on the write up.
Yeah.
So
But the funniest thing is we got to talking about this last night. And I said one of the coolest places I would like to investigate would be the Jack Daniels distillery
Oh yeah,
in Lynchburg,
yes sir.
Tennessee. I said I'd love to do that one. It'd be strange, but it would be, because they do have separate buildings on property,
Yep. Yeah,
including the old offices that they used to use that is now more of a museum. And it is not used as their new offices, but
yeah,
those have got to be located somewhere. You know what I
one
mean?
hundred percent.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But that would be fun. Jack
Who was
Daniels.
I talking to? I talked to somebody here. Where was I at? I saw something and I missed it. Oh, Tennessee. I was just telling him I agreed. So anyway, um, yeah, that one. Like I said, that was one of those that just. I know what you're saying, but for that one picture to be at night and everything else is during the day during their tour, and that one's at night, would you do sneak back there at night to take the picture?
I think it was getting there. It was
Mm,
getting to be night when they were leaving. So some of those are
could be.
just right there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you took all the interesting pictures. But yeah, you're not going to take a picture of, the building where they keep the offices. That's just not uninteresting.
Yeah.
So then when you see somebody there when you're leaving, perhaps, uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Uh, yeah. No. No way. Sorry.
no, I
I just,
think if you just sat back and thought rationally for a second and go, oh yeah, they do have people work here at night. They have to have they
somebody's
have to
got to
have
be there.
security. They have to have people there. If you're
It,
there, people are there.
you know dang good and well there's never a time at in Lynchburg where Jack Daniels' distillery is not manned by some sort of security.
Exactly. Exactly. It's the same thing with the Budweiser factory up here. No, there's
Oh
always
no no
somebody
no no
there.
no
Always.
no no. Okay okay fades. All right, we got to talk right now. I ain't seen nothing of this, and I'm keeping my tinfoil hat on because she spelled animation wrong. So ha, come on AI, let's go.
You leave her alone.
I can pick on everybody I want. It's okay. She might beat me up though. I better stop.
Yeah,
But
she might. And I'll let her. And I'll watch and I'll laugh. Okay.
yeah, that's beside the point. You would have laughed if it was anybody else.
Yeah, anybody at all. There's no preference for me.
Okay, here's the next one. I was in the car with my pal and kept feeling like something was staring at me.
My
Couldn't shake the
pal.
feelings. So yeah, was some pal. Maybe your pal's staring at you. Maybe, yeah. But anyway, couldn't shake the feeling, so I had to snap a pic. Please tell me you guys see it too.
Okay. What is happening here?
She's in her car.
And what is she supposedly seeing?
Well, what's in the red circle? She says
Well,
she
it looks
felt
like
something was watching her.
um um
Yeah,
okay. Pareidolia.
yeah.
That's what I'm
Uh,
saying.
yeah, 100%. I mean, I could see where she's kind of thinking it, but don't give me that write up that you felt somebody's watching. You had to take a picture of a rearview mirror.
Yeah. I
I've
mean,
never bought into that stuff. I've never bought into it. But now, don't get me wrong. We've seen a lot of stuff that people have snapped pictures of that weren't given that BS excuse, and we
yeah.
did see stuff in the back seats through the mirrors. So
Yes. Well,
while
mirrors are portals. Mirrors are portals.
yes,
Um,
I think it's
I
Harry
mean,
Potter personally.
yeah. I don't. I
It's
don't know what it could be. I mean, I
no,
can't tell you that.
it's pareidolia. Obviously, we already know it's probably pareidolia, but
Yeah, but I can't
it's
tell
still
you
kind of
how it.
good.
I can't tell you how it was created. I
Me neither. Of
I
course, we
mean,
don't have access to the angle of the camera versus the angle of the mirror or none of that stuff. So we know it's not straight on because her face is off to the side.
well, yeah.
I just I don't know. I really don't know, Bona.
I mean, you can definitely see that there's a smeared something. I mean, but this could be even down to something smeared on a mirror, like, um, like she
Yeah,
has a smudge on it, or um, and we don't know what was in the
anything
backseat of a car.
exactly. I mean, and quite frankly, and I hate to bring it up like this because obviously it's been kind of in not enhanced but zoomed in here, and even though it's good quality, it's still got an ability. If those ghost apps that they got, I bet if I go looking through it, I'll probably see one of the added in pictures. The ghost pictures that you can add
Mhm.
into other pictures. I bet I could find one that kind of resembles that.
Possibly, because if you notice, like around the red circle and beyond that, it's all blurry.
Yeah,
It goes like into it, it fades out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah, 100%. There's
which in
nothing down
reality,
here really. Yeah,
it,
so
as good as that camera took the picture and how well she is coming out in the mirror, you shouldn't be doing that.
I wouldn't think so.
No.
But again, now could I debunk it? I don't know unless I had the full picture. I don't think we've got the full picture here to start with.
Yeah, I don't think
Didn't say
so.
it was cropped or anything, but it really there's. I just don't see you taking a
That's
picture
that's
with
a
your phone
perfect
like that.
picture. Yeah, if you're in the car by yourself, that's kind of the perfect
Yeah,
picture. So you had to
yeah,
have done it several times to get it, or you just cropped one that you had.
yeah. Even though they said they were with a pal, I don't know what pal they're talking about. But they were with a pal. Hell, they might have been helping her set it up. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Now, Cool Hand's right. Why not? If you pick that right there, why didn't you turn around and take a picture of the back seat right then?
Yeah, instead of in the mirror, why didn't you just flick your hand around and take a picture?
Something to validate what you just took.
Right.
Or, oh, I looked at it when I got home.
Have your pal take the
Yeah,
picture.
something, anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, because I mean it's again, it could be a smear, a smudge on the lens cap, it could be a smudge on the mirror, it could be all kinds of things. But
Yeah,
because the picture quality kind of dies out on the one side, I it doesn't have any credibility.
yeah. I think it's just like I said. I'm with you. I think it's just straight out.
Yeah, because you should be able to see more definition in the back seat.
I would think so.
Yeah. So I like I said, this does not have any credibility for me.
No, no bueno.
It gets
Okay,
it gets the Hershey's kiss.
of course. No, no kissing. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Here we go. This is gonna be painful.
Is it
This
painful?
I'm gonna let y'all look at it while I read.
Oh no.
Do I even need to read? This guy calls this the ghost of Wyclosky. It's out of Lower St. Bernard Parish, Louisiana, taken about a year after Hurricane Katrina. Me and a guy I served with were driving around about 40 miles an hour on the main highway down there to checked out the devastation caused by the hurricane. Once again, a lot of the places I knew down there right after that, you didn't get in there a week after. You know what I mean? But checking out there for reasons I can't explain. As we passed at a significant rate of speed, I got a glimpse of a red bag in a tree. I continued a couple miles down the highway. Something told me to turn around and go back. When I got back to the area, I saw the bag, couldn't find it. I thought I saw the bag, couldn't find it, and it took several minutes for a few passed by driving by a couple of times to see a faint glimpse of the bag. And you can see the top circle is where the bag's at. That's what top whatever red name that is. It's not a circle, but anyway. Um, is a red golf bag in a tree, just hanging there. His friend Mike climbed the tree in an attempt to get the bag out. Suddenly, I was overwhelmed with a bad feeling that we should leave it alone. I called to him and told him to leave the bag alone. And he replied, "No, man, I can get it." This happened 3 or 4 times before I finally emphatically said, "Don't understand. We got to go." Okay. We're violating something, according to him. Get my damn mic and not even think about it. Anyway, so he climbed out of the tree, and right after that, I snapped a picture. Okay. And all it says is, let me know if you can see what I saw.
Evidently not.
No, I can't. I know
No.
what he's talking about here. I mean, I can see an outline. Don't get me wrong, but it looks more like a shadow of the tree itself. Because obviously the sun's over here, top right.
Okay. Obviously, it has been blown up and zoomed in.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh, because everything is fuzzy. If you were right on top of it like that, everything should be crisp and clear.
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially when you say your friend got out of the car, tried to climb that tree, which I would have doubts of anybody climbing that tree and getting up there to it to start with, because I don't know how much that stuff's going to hold. If he's an ex-military guy, he may be a little bit bigger than normal. But either way, let's say he can get up there to it. I don't see how this thing over here on the left is going to be causing any issues with any of that, other than just you feel bad about it for whatever reason. You feel bad because you're in an area you're probably not supposed to be to start with. And if you get caught down there taking something, you're going to get put in jail for looting.
Okay, so here it is. I think this whole narrative is a farce. I don't think they tried to climb that tree. I don't even think they were that close. I think they were going down the road, saw it in the tree, and took a picture of it at a distance. They then cropped it, made up a story, and
And have it. Yeah. I bet money is not even in the same area. I mean, it's got the same basic wood line or woods and stuff as what you see in southern Louisiana, but I bet money is not in the same spot at the same time they say it is. And Ristle's right. Just don't post red circles. Friends do not let friends post red circles.
that's right. I think this whole story is made up. It sounds
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's completely. Well, I shouldn't say that because I've seen boneheads in the military. Don't get me wrong. I've had a bunch of them in my platoons that were boneheads in the military. But to go into an area that you already know is quote unquote cordoned off because they want to stop looting, they want to. At the time of Hurricane Katrina, they're talking a week later. I bet this would have been underwater almost still.
Depending.
A
Just
week later.
depending.
I
Yeah.
mean, it just I'd have to look at the exact location of the parish they're talking about, but I'm sorry. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Yeah. I went through well actually my husband at the time was in the military and he was we lived in Florida and he was sent to Miami for Hurricane Hugo after it went through Homestead Air Force Base.
Mm-hmm.
Which tore up the whole entire base. Well, some things
Oh
went
yeah,
down where the Army was supposed to be taking care of it. They got pulled out, and then the Air Force got put in. The Air Force was then there, but you couldn't get anywhere near any truly damaged zones.
yeah,
Now, you could drive by these things like
yeah,
random things and trees and stuff
yeah,
like that. You could possibly get to them, but anything with buildings or anything like that, you couldn't get through. Something like this right here, it wouldn't surprise me if they weren't even military. I was just maybe around a
yeah,
military base, and they just made up a
yeah.
story. They just
That
made
could
up a
be too.
story.
That could be.
Yeah, because I what would be saying, "Hey, don't go near them golf clubs."
Yeah, a golf bag. I mean, he said it was a golf bag. I'm like, first of all, I realized the winds were strong. Were there any clubs in the bag? Could you tell if there's any clubs? Because that really looks awful small for a golf bag to me.
I think
So
there was just some opportunists looking.
sounds like it. They were
Yeah,
wanting to loot something.
Yes, I mean, you see some golf clubs. We all know that golf clubs are very expensive. You
Yeah.
know, we're talking about thousands of dollars for just one net points.
Well,
So,
yeah,
like
especially
I
if you get
said,
the big one.
I think that this was just taken at a distance. The whole narrative is just crap. It's just a farce, is what this one is. Somebody just wanted
Agreed.
to put something out there. This is just a picture of the aftermath of a unfortunate, weather event, and they were just trying to take advantage of it. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and I'm mad about it because I think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and they're douchebags for doing it.
Yes.
Now,
And I can't tell you after every major weather event how many pictures of,
oh yeah,
especially when a lot of people have passed from these things where they're putting all these things out. Oh, we saw this ghost and these things, and it's kind of like, no, you didn't.
no,
You're just
you're just
trying to
throwing it
make
out
up
there.
crap
Yeah, you
just
want
to
to
get
get
some
your 3
attention.
seconds of fame out there. That's what you want.
Right. During in a horrific event, you're going to say this. They did it after 9/11. you
Yeah,
know,
big time.
Anything major that happens where people have tendency to pass, you're going to see this stuff. Just be
Hmm.
aware and don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Nope. If you can, and they come up to you and try to sell you something on it, stab them in the eye. I said
Yeah,
it. Stab them in the eye. All
that's
right.
right. Because I
So,
have an island to sell them out in the desert. Bring them my way.
ooh, I want that.
I know.
Okay, I skipped past some that are they're really, really, really bad. You thought the first ones were bad pareidolia.
Well, we've only
They did.
got we've only got a few more minutes, so I
Yeah, that's
mean,
why I wanted to come to this one because this one was actually kind of cool. I thought. All
right.
right, so I'm gonna bring this first one up, and they already did the red circles for me. I didn't even have to do it. So,
Oh
uh,
well, yeah, because
now this is
that's
a
hard work.
Tour guide Namara. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce the name. Says the pictures were taken right after she had told the group that that she was getting chills after telling a story about a little girl our guests often see. Now, where was this located? I cannot find it. It says there's no one else in the lobby. The shadow descends the stairs and doesn't go to the banister. Now, I think they got a little bit backwards when they wrote it, but this supposedly is a ghost tour of a certain hotel. Okay, I did not
Okay,
get the name. I just got the what the post was. So
which they
as we're
have them.
sitting,
They have them. Yeah.
yeah, and I got no problem with it. So as we're going through, you see there's a picture there. Then you got there. Then you got there, and and then they zoom in, right? Now they did write three pictures. Now they're saying that it descends the stairs. I'm saying it's going up the stairs because the way she's walking and the way that's walking, it's going up the stairs.
I don't care if it's going up or down at this point.
Yeah.
What I'm looking
So
at is that it doesn't have a full body.
no, not one bit. I should be able to see a head above that banister right there.
Yes, you should.
So, and it's moving with her. The
Yes, it
camera
is.
has not changed.
Right?
She's moving. It is moving. And they did whoever took the pictures, I don't know who it was, 3 pictures. And this is why I said 3 pictures.
That's wild.
I I don't know what to say about it other than
It's
is
missing
there a
half
way?
its body.
Yeah. If you look under here, it almost looks like there's a little bit of a head right there, but I think that's just part of the banister right there to start with. But you're right.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not all
missing half
there.
the body. Is anybody seeing that? It's missing half its body. Going up the stairs. I mean, we're actually through pictures seeing it move, and it's missing half its body.
Okay, the TKB's the mirror on table light. Okay, I got to look at this here. Back
Okay.
up then. What's the mirror on the table light here? Wrong one. I got to remember which way I'm going here. Okay, she's moving across. And then it zooms into that. I don't know what he's looking for with that. I don't see it. So
I don't see it. Okay, so all right, there are go back.
which
There
one?
are there are 3 tables
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Two of them, well, they all three have lights. So is it the one on the left, the right, or the middle? That
He said something about a mirror, so I was assuming it was this one right here.
mirrored tabletop? Oh, okay.
Mirrored
I see what he's
tabletop.
saying. Okay.
Ah,
Let's look
yeah.
at the floor.
He's talking about this part right here.
Yeah, I want to look at the floor.
Okay.
See if we can
All right.
see it in the floor.
Yep. Look right here.
The mirrored tabletop. There we go.
Mirrored tabletop. 100%. Did not see that before. He's 100% right. It is reflecting.
Do it again. Yep, there it is. You see it.
Yep. Good catch, TK.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, are we seeing in this one? Are we seeing a head on that? Oh, back. Crap.
Back up.
Yeah, back up. The circle is just it's irritating.
Yeah. At least they didn't cut anything off with it.
Yeah, but it's irritating. Because there's one that actually looks like the head is there.
All right. You got that one. Then we got this one.
See, because you can see right in that one right there. No, back up one. As
Right
it's
where?
coming around the pole.
Okay. I don't see a head. I still don't see a head.
Okay. It's hard for me because as you're moving it, I'm trying to move mine.
Yeah. I'll leave this right here and you look at that where I zoomed in on it.
No, sure don't. I see the legs moving, but I don't see.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. Well, it's moving on the tabletop and it's moving on the thing.
Yep.
You got me. So right there, that tells you that it was not inserted in the photos, everyone.
Nope. Nope. Here, let me put that down for this one.
Because
That's why I wanted to get to this one.
Everybody forgets that, that to insert when you can see them, I mean, that's the biggest fails on the internet right now is they'll insert it one way, but they won't insert it into like, a mirror on the wall or like in this case, a glass, table that shows the reflection. It's there.
I am trying to see if there's just anything. Now, Bigfoot Fades out there. She says the same thing about says about maybe one of the elevator chair lifts. I don't see any place where that could be on there, and I don't usually. They usually don't have anything in one of
No,
these.
they have
I
elevators.
wouldn't.
It's
It'd
never a
be
chairlift.
elevators, wouldn't there? I don't
Yeah,
think I've ever seen one in a hotel.
Never a chairlift. Never. They're too
Cool
much
Hand,
of a liability.
That's a big question, Cool Hand. There's a lot of differing opinions on this. I believe that a spirit can cast a reflection. That's personal opinion.
Okay. And I'm telling you, yes.
There you go.
The picture that I caught at the Crescent Hotel of the two distinct figures, two distinct ghost manifestations are through I'm looking at the reflection in the glass. I am not looking at them directly. Yeah. I've caught them through the glass, but they're there, but they're really, you can't see them with your naked eyes if you were to turn around.
Yeah.
If they are in full-bodied apparition mode, I believe they can.
Yeah. I don't see why they couldn't.
Yeah, I don't see why they could because they are a full-on mass.
Could this be a child going up those stairs too?
Awfully small. Well,
even if it was a child, though,
we would still see a head
dark.
of some sort.
You would see. You wouldn't just see a dark mass.
I don't know. You could probably back up a little bit.
I mean, I just don't see how it would just be a dark mass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
Everything else in this has color. Everything. Except for that.
I'm not seeing anything. You would still see kind of a head or something. I mean,
You
because
would think.
if a child was smaller and below that railing, they'd be too small. I would say to be crawling up some stairs as a
Oh, they
parent.
should have a parent with them. Yes, I would say the same thing, but I'm trying to play a devil's advocate here. I'm trying to figure out something.
We all know, we all know, we all know.
Yeah,
That sometimes children do disappear. They do get out of the way. They do. Um, but it is, to me, it's too wide to be a child.
and too black. I still say it's too black.
Yeah, I'm
Honestly,
not even looking at the color. I'm looking at the size and its movement.
because it's so well lit in this whole place. It is so well lit that you would think there would be some sort of color associated with it if it was an actual person of any kind.
Now, I mean, is it out of the question? It could be a child.
No,
Sure,
yeah, it
sure,
could be
could be,
easily.
could be, could be.
So,
I don't know. I'm gonna go with I don't know because they took the pictures like they were supposed to be. We're showing the
yep,
movement. We're seeing the shadow.
the
We are
reflection.
actually seeing this thing. I mean, because the
Yes,
only thing that I know of throughout folklore that doesn't show a reflection is supposed to be a vampire. Everybody.
yeah, and
So
sometimes depending on what your witch is at some spots, depending
at
on who's
some
telling the
spots,
post.
if
Yeah,
they choose, yeah, that's a
choose
whole
to be
nother.
seen. Yeah, yeah.
That's a whole nother show.
Oh
Witches
yeah,
are a
that's
whole
for
nother
Wednesday night.
show. Yeah.
That's
That's
Wednesday night.
yeah, that's a Wednesday night thing. Yeah. Because they can, like do all kinds of curses and spells and things like that that can remove their identity and move all the, make them invisible, all that kind of stuff. We've heard the stories. But a vampire is the only one that I've heard through folklore that they're
Yeah,
not able to
Big Fin.
see,
Yep.
you know, their
Bigfoot
reflection.
fades. I don't know. Is that possible? Yeah, because I don't even know what. Without looking it up again, I wouldn't even know what hotel this is. First of all, and it's quite frankly, it looks like a nice little highfalutin hotel that I may not ever want to stay in to start with.
Yeah. But But with full bodied apparitions, that's one thing that if their whole body was visible or what they had of a body. But this may not be a full bodied apparition.
No.
This may be a manifestation that is not in full
Yeah.
or anything like it didn't have enough strength to get a full, you know, um, they need that energy to do this. So if they only had a little bit and they only got half their body in there, or maybe that's all they know how to do. I don't know.
Yeah. Like you get with a lot of the quote unquote shadow people.
Yes, yes, because I
So
have seen a lot of apparitions that I've only seen the lower half. I've had seen some where I've seen the upper half and not the lower half. We've
yeah.
talked about it on this show. Why do we never see their feet?
A lot 99% of the time, the
There's
pictures
no feet.
especially.
Yeah,
But you've
no
had
feet.
people that tell you they've run into people,
Yeah,
spirits, whatever you want to call them, as
yeah,
solid as if you're talking to me and you,
yeah.
but turn
Well,
around and they're gone.
Bigfoot fades or fades. I gotta quit doing that. It's Rob
But
that's doing
is,
that for me.
but
Fades.
is. Is
It's
he trying to call
fades.
Josh is still Castro and now she's Fidesz?
She's Fidesz, yes, and he's doing that to me. It's fades. Okay, so I don't think it's a dog. I mean, if you look at the hotel itself, if there
I'll bring
was
it
a
back up.
service animal, it would be attached to its owner. Any hotels like this I've ever seen, if there's an animal allowed in, they have to be on a leash. I don't
Yeah.
see any owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I can tell
Except
anyway.
for, okay, we're going to go back to the Crescent Hotel. They have a resident cat. The cat just does what it does.
That's a lot bigger than a cat right there.
Yeah. And
And
it's
even if
it's
it
kind
is a
of weird
dog,
for a dog. Kind of weird for a
even
dog.
if it is a dog, I think it's too tall and not long enough.
It's something weird. It's something
Yeah.
weird.
It's something weird. Fidesz. Fidesz. We're gonna call her Fidesz for now.
Yeah, FedEx. Yeah, just screw a Bigfoot Michigan Rob a little bit more, and
Yeah.
just say FedEx.
He don't need a hell of a lot.
Yeah, no. Dang
But
it, Bobby. Yeah, I know. He doesn't need a whole lot.
you ain't
But
got,
I mean, with
damn it,
that
Bobby.
picture though, that is interesting. I would
Yeah.
like to see the metadata on it. I would like to see more of
Yeah.
that.
I'll get out and
And
find more on it. I've just happened to find it today. Actually, is when I found it. I was like, "Hey, this is interesting. I ain't seen this one
yeah,
before." And I
because
was
it's
like, "Let
moving.
me pull it."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's moving and you're actually seeing it in two different spots. So that does make it interesting.
yeah. In Tennessee, Kentucky, Bigfoot and Bigfoot fades. If they hadn't have saw that in the reflection in the tabletop, I would have never even thought to look for it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get a hold of it, but I think in our paranormal group, Haunted Souls, Dan Klein's got a picture of when they were in a haunted prison and they have
Mhm.
got a full bodied apparition of a prisoner.
Oh wow,
Uh, and I'm telling you, you wouldn't know that this person wasn't real. You would have no clue. And how they caught it, they couldn't see it with their own eyes. It just showed up in
yeah.
film.
Good
And
lord.
it is simply amazing. I'll see if I can go find that somewhere because
Yeah.
that is the
If,
best
if
picture I've ever seen.
if
And
nothing else, can you still
it
reach
looks
out to
as
him? Does he have?
yeah, it looks as real as you and I.
I'll be dang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This picture's from the Driscoll Hotel. Okay, I think that's what it was. But like I said, I did not grab that when I grabbed the stuff. It was just literally I found it today. I just grabbed everything I could when I copied and pasted and went with that. So,
Yeah.
but you know what? That makes me want to go to the Driscoll Hotel and check it out now.
Right. Yeah. Well, anyway, so we've reached our hour. We're past
Yay
our hour.
me!
Yeah, we've passed our hour, but join us on Wednesday night on Paranormal Show and Tell on the Blondes and Booze channel. We're going to be discussing things that are real, but how did it happen?
Okay,
Yeah,
what are we
I sent
doing?
you.
Oh, and we got stuff for you on Wednesday.
I am ready. I
I
am
hope you're
ready.
ready. 'Cause I'm coming
Like I
with
said,
tinfoil hat in hand.
I will. I will. But that's not the show. The show is things that are real, but we can't explain it. That's the show. You're going to send me stuff
For
that's not real?
wait, no, I'm not talking. I'm talking about for the Wednesday night show.
That's what I'm saying. Wednesday night show.
Oh, you. Oh, I thought you were saying you were doing it for Thursdays. Never mind. My bad.
No, we're
I
doing
could have
Wednesday
swore
night
you said
show.
you didn't
Wednesday night
say
show.
paranormal show and tell. You just said blondes and booze. So I went with Thursday.
I said on the Blondes. I said the paranormal show and tell on the Blondes and Booze channel.
Okay, never mind. I forgot. My bad.
Gosh, Randy,
I don't like you no more.
you better take them old timer pills. It's catching up to you.
You don't even know. This weekend, I would have much rather been investigating something than what I've been doing this entire weekend. I got a
Right.
sewage main line going out to the street that has had a blockage for the last 3 days that I've been snaking and blowing, and that didn't sound good, but blowing out and snaking again. I got a camera that's going to be here so I could go through it. I got it unclogged finally, but I have got to get. I got my nice little automated snake thing auger that goes down it as well, and I got the hammer snake and it breaks stuff loose, but there's still something that's everything's catching on.
Because, talking
And
about your pooper drain just is,
hey,
really
when you got two
fascinating.
80 something year olds living with you, you can't afford to have that stuff backing up, guys. I'm telling you, it's not fun at all. Because guess what? Guess what bathroom it all backs up into?
Yours.
No, mine's upstairs. It's theirs down there, and I have to go clean it up for them.
Oh, gosh, no.
Yeah, now you know why.
Oh, Lord. So, anyway, good night, everybody. We'll see you
Have
on
fun.
Wednesday. And good night.
See ya.